Hello everyone, this is Sue from Sue's Paper Creations, and I am here for day 15. Yes, we are 15 of 25 days of lives. I cannot believe it, over halfway there, and we have done some amazing projects so far. So I'm excited to do a very quick WOW embossing technique with you. So I did post, let's see here, I did post yesterday, today, I don't know, I think it was yesterday, asking you what things you would like to be seeing the last 11 days of 25 days of lives. And one of the things was stepped up WOW cards. So I wanted to show you something that was very quick but makes a huge impact on your embossing folders and makes a beautiful card. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I didn't really give you any notice. I'm sorry about that. I just thought I would just quickly pop on right now instead of going on super late tonight. Okay, so I hope you guys have had a great day. I have had a very busy day. Let's see here. I have been packaging up. I have some of my team watching. I've been packaging up envelopes that are going to be going out for a virtual little get-together we're going to be having in August. So I have been busy getting those ready because I want to get them in the mail tomorrow. They are addressed. I just have to put the postage on them, so I'm happy that is done. On my back table I have got everything for fun folds. I've got everything printed out for it, so those will be wrapped tonight and those will be in the mail tomorrow. I'm so excited. I know this is super early because the holiday catalog for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, we got to look at it just on, well, let's see here, the very end of July, and it's amazing. Tomorrow is actually our pre-order for not only the holiday catalog but also for new online exclusives. And I spent a lot of today going through every little bit of that holiday catalog and the online exclusives, and I'm excited to share with you that I even already got out a form. It's in the description, you can link, and it is a form for my paper, ribbon, and gold shaker stars product share for the holiday catalog. So it's going to cover, I do a product share. If you have done them before, it's awesome because basically you get a little bit of everything that is going to be released for papers and ribbons. There's twine in there, there's glimmer paper, there's a velvet type of paper, there is a metallic paper, 7 different ribbons, 4 different twines, a package of these little tiny gorgeous little stars that you can use for shaker cards or embellishments. I'm putting those in there because they're fun. And I'm going to chuck in a package of embellishments as a bonus, 20 card bases that will coordinate with your pattern papers. And because I've been using two-tone cardstock quite a bit during my lives, the last few lives I've been doing, I was telling you about those assorted packages. Well, they have a couple of them in the holiday catalog. So I wanted to give you just like a little sampler pack. So you'll get 10 different 6x6 little pieces of different two-tone cardstock. I'm throwing that in there too, just because I love to give you lots of little extra goodies of inspiration. Okay, so it is ready for sign up. I'm so excited, and I'm excited for the holiday catalog. I gotta start planning my classes. I got my list I'm ordering, ready to go. All right, so for today, so you can find that link and you can sign up. You have from now until September It is going to be $120 for basically a quarter package of all the goodies that are being released, and except for one package, actually, I'm giving you half a package just because I want you to have all of the specialty die cuts in there. And then if you need it shipped, it's an extra $20, so it would be $140 for a mail out in a registered mailbox. Yeah, so I'm excited. Okay, for today, I have to focus because Lance is going to be coming in the door in a bit after golf, and we're headed out for dinner to some friends tonight. So I am making a quick wow card, okay? This has been a very, very popular embossing folder, the 3D sunflower. It's amazing. You saw in my little minis and in a little mini reel that I did all of the just embossing in white and how beautiful it is. I want to step it up a little bit, and we're actually going to add some color onto the embossing folder before we run the paper, and then we're just going to layer it up beautifully. We are going to add some iridescence to it because shine makes things better, and we're going to add just a happy birthday. Okay, hello everyone and welcome. I'm glad that you guys found me. Like I said, I did not announce when I was going live today. I was thinking I was going to have to do it late tonight, but we're lucky. We're doing it now so more of you can watch. And for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will be here at 6:30 p.m. will be the time for the daily lives. Okay, and then I will be going back to, I got to double check my schedule, but probably on Saturday, Sunday, it will be 9 a.m. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. I will post it and I will let you know if there's any changes. Okay, let's get down to creating. Okay, all right, so I didn't even introduce myself today. If you've been tuning in, you would know I am Sue from Sue's Paper Creations, coming to you from Victoria, BC, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on the west coast of Canada. So excited to share with you 25 days of different ideas. I made a point today of going back and putting in front of all the lives I've done so far. So there has been 14 of them so far. I have put hashtag 25 days of lives. I thought that would be the easiest way. So if you want to just search my page and punch in hashtag 25 days of lives, you will just have all of the all of the videos so far, which is 14 of them. Great ideas for creating, and they will all come up for you. Okay, just make it easy for this little session of lives that we're doing. Okay, all right, so on an embossing folder there is always the area that has the actual embossed image that is down, that is popped out, like this area. When you run your fingers across it, you feel the actual sunflowers, and there's a flat surface in the background. Okay, on the side that has the Stampin' Up!, it has, if you run it over, you can feel the flat area, which is actually the background, and then you can feel that the flowers are sunken down. Okay, so debossing, yes. So what we're going to do is we are going to use a bright and just fun color combination. I have got Calypso Coral, I have got Granny Apple Green, because it's just so bright and bold, and I may add a little tiny bit of Lemon Lolly onto the sunflowers. I'm going to decide that in a little bit after I do it, and then we're going to frame it up in some basic gray, and it's going to be really pretty. Okay, so let's do it. All right, so I'm going to start by just taking the Coastal Cabana, and I'm just going to, and again, this is the side that has the Stampin' Up, and I'm just going to just cover the embossing folder. Okay, now you may think, oh my goodness, is this going to dye the embossing folder? No. All you have to do is run these under water, and then, and you can use a brayer if you want it as well, but that takes a little bit more effort and time, right? It might give you a slightly more, I guess, solid backdrop, but I'm just going to go over it a few times to just add a couple layers of ink. Okay, and just, there we go. See, that's what I wanted. Just want it to be really solid, so I'm just going over it a little bit more. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we are going to, and you want to be kind of gentle with it as you tap it, because you don't want to get ink if you press too hard. See, that's what I want, is that solidness, is you can get ink down, I think I did there, into your actual sunflowers. So I'm just having a look, and I could have a Q-tip instead of just using my finger. That's okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick where we would like our image to be. So I think for this, because I want to have a little bit more of the blue background, and I like this kind of partial sunflower, this one here, and then we've got some solids. So I'm going to go right about here in the middle. Yeah, you got to just decide and drop it. Okay, now this is big enough that I could actually turn it on its side and got two of them, but I wanted to be a little bit more picky about where I'm going to put it. Okay, after you rinse this off, I just set them out to dry on their own, and then your folders are good to create with again. Okay, I'm going to run this through so you guys chat amongst yourself. Look at how beautiful that's going to be. Maybe let me know where you're watching from. If you are a first time to my channel, welcome. I see a lot of familiar faces, some that have just started to watch me during this series of lives I'm doing, and I'm glad that you found me. I just got to get my pieces. Okay. Oh my goodness, I love it already. Okay, we're going to open it up. And there we go. Look at that. Amazing. I love it. Okay. So you can see I have a bit of a blue fingers, but that's okay. From Tampa. Hello, Winnipeg. See some familiar faces across Canada as well. Ohio's here. Amazing. So look at how beautiful that looks, right? It's very striking with the color in the backdrop. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of yellow, just a hint of it, just into a couple areas of the center of the flowers. And maybe I'll dust it over the petals as well. What do you think? A little bit? Just a tiny bit. So I just want to bring the flowers out a little tiny bit. So I'm just doing just a very light dusting over top. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Such pretty colors together. Little dusting of the lemon lolly. And I'm going to do it slightly darker on the center. So with the backdrop, you can really play around with the different colors that you want to use. Like if you wanted something maybe a little bit more dramatic, you could definitely do black and do kind of black and white. I wanted to do something a little bit more colorful. Definitely you could use a brayer, and I'll do one with a brayer as well, and then I will just post the two of them maybe side by side, and you can see the difference of what the brayer looks like compared to adding your ink with just an ink pad. I think if you were to do the brayer, you would get a little bit less speckledness and you would get more of a solid look to it. I actually haven't used my brayer for a very long time. I should add that to our list of things to do on our last lives that we've got. Well, we've got 10 now, and don't you worry if I don't get through our list. And I'm making a list of all the things, all the requests that you added yesterday. I saw fun folds were huge on the list. A waterfall fun fold was on there, using vellum. Let's see here, different techniques. Yeah, there's quite a few fun ones. So I'm going to make a list of them and I'm going to pop them into my calendar, and then we can have some fun the last 10 days. And then after that, don't you worry, I'm not going to disappear. I'm just going to go back to my regular 3 days a week, which are usually on Tuesday nights. Tuesday night toss-up. Look at how pretty that is. Tuesday night toss-up, Sunday morning, unless of course I have a class, which I do on the 10th. And then I usually will try and do a Friday as well. So we'll get back to doing that, okay? Is this a thank you card? This is going to be a birthday card, is what I'm going to put it on, okay? So I'm going to add this to a gray base, which I thought would frame it in nicely. And I'm just going to glue it down, okay? Now, on top of, in the link that I've got, on top of the new holiday catalog and new online exclusives that are being released in September, the product share sign up I've got, I also have my September card club, which we are down to, let's see, I'm going to do it with this one, I think. I am going to do a bow. What the heck? We are down to, today is the 4th, and you have got till August the 10th to register for the Scenic Adventure card club, okay? And you get $25 worth of product in that. We're going to make 7 cards. One of them is going to be a fun fold. You make one of the fun fold, and then you make 2 of the 3 other cards, and you get a full PDF, and you also get a 2.5 hour, or usually 2 to 2.5, depending on the month, hour full instructional video. Or you can come to join me here if you're local and we have a fun night and create, or we do it on Zoom too. So lots of options for those of you in Canada. Look at how pretty that is. I love the little bit of iridescence on there. If you are not in Canada, I do now have a PDF store, and in any registration that I do, I have the option to get just the full PDF and the video, because I can't send products outside of Canada. That's just a rule with Stampin' Up. We have to stay within our market, so I can't do the kits because there's products in them, but you can still do my classes. And if you need a name of someone in your market for a demonstrator, I have got some friends all over, and one of them would definitely help you out. Okay, look at how pretty that is. Okay, so we've got our iridescent, we've got our pressed embossing folder there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little greeting. Now, originally I had thought of doing a happy birthday, but you know what? With this bow here, I don't want to put something that's going to go across like that. So I think I'm going to turn it into, I have this stamp set out here, this beautiful little hello, and I'm going to put it on a circle and I'm going to put it off to the side. So I'm just going to grab my die cuts here of all my extras. And I'm hoping I have something that will work. Let's see. That's just a plain circle. I want to find one that has a bit of detail. So this is my treasure bucket here. Anytime I do a class, I am always one who, if I have a little bit more space on that piece of cardstock, I will, there's a fun little circle. I will cut just a couple more of a certain die, especially a shape, and then I'm going to see which one will work. That one? Yeah, that one might work too. And then I pop them in this bucket, and then I have them. It's a time saver for sure. Okay, I think I need basic gray. There we are. Go, and then we're going to do our greeting. Perfect. All right, so here I have enjoyed a long weekend, and it has been yeah, it's been great. We have Lance and I went to watch a baseball game last night in a place where he actually used to play. He used to play hardball. And we went and basically watched the team, the local team that he was on, like when he was like 24. So, therefore we, you know, had dinner at the baseball park and we watched a ball game. During the day, we went out to Sydney. Oh, that's cute. Nice and simple. And they had a car show in Sydney, so we walked around there. Yeah, it's been good. I've had a couple good walks with Jim. There we go. I'm going to use these holographic because just look. Look at how perfect those colors. They just pull that beautiful blue and that little bit of yellow right out of the card. I love it. So we're going to do a couple of these on here. Okay, we're going to do 1, 2. Jim is actually, he's laying on the floor right behind me, because every time I move, he gets up and walks towards the kitchen because he thinks it's dinner time. It's not quite. He's got to wait a little longer. But he always starts to follow me around thinking I'm going to feed him right away. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. And if you don't know who Jim is, it is our golden retriever. It's not a person. We just named him a person's name. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to do one more over here. Maybe one on the hello. Nope. 1, 2, 3 over here. Whoop. Right there. Okay. That's quite pretty. All right, I am happy with that. So that is, do you stamp the inside? I have not done the inside of this, but I could. I'm going to wait and see what I'm going to do the hello for, because this hello could be hello, it could be for a birthday, it could be thinking of you, it could be a celebration, so it could be any of these. Hello, so thankful. Hello, time to celebrate. In case you need me, I'm here. So I'm going to wait until I have exactly what I need, and then I will put a white layer in here, and then I will stamp my greeting. Okay, there we go. So there is a very quick and easy way to use your embossing folders, and not just, you know, a plain white emboss or a color emboss. I did add some sponging on there, but if you want another layer or element to it, which adds a little bit more depth, add ink directly to your embossing folder, the ink pad, or with the brayer. Put it on the side that says Stampin' Up, because that will ink the flat areas that end up in the background, and it will leave your textured image, you know, the same color as the cardstock brought up to the surface, and then you can add some color to it as well to add another element of depth. Okay, there you go. So this is day 15 of 25 days of lives, and nice and quick and easy. But like I said, a WOW card. Think of the other embossing folders that you've got that you could do this trick with. One that comes to mind for me that is quite pretty and has a big focal point to it, and other images around, would be, of course, the embossing folder that goes with this one. So the beautiful butterflies, I think, would look really pretty using this technique. So have a look in your stash and see what you've got, and have fun. Just don't be afraid to add ink inside those embossing folders before you run them, because they do just wash right off. Okay, all right, let's see there. That was only like 26 minutes. That's a record for me, I think. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me, and yeah, if you want to get caught up with any of the classes that I've done since January, you will find the PDFs with the 2.5-hour video, or 2 to 2.5, in my PDF store. So I do still have all of those available that you can purchase the virtual class. I send it to you through email, which gives you a full 6-page color PDF with lots of description on how to prep everything and all the photos, and then you just join me with the video that I send you, and you just create along like you're sitting right beside me, and we're creating together. Okay, all right, have a great rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Okay, take care, everyone. Thanks for joining me.